Hello. See if anyone gets on here. I'm sitting here in the dark, which is cool. But I'm here with one of my newfound friends and subscriber.
It's her version of Joan Rivers. In bed with in bed with Maple Maven.
Yeah,
Dark.
but it's
So dark.
but Amy's here with me, and I had a really freaking weird experience yesterday. I did post a picture from when I had went um, to the bridge. We were looking for crystals and looking for what kind of stones were they?
The bridge.
Yeah, the
Epido
Creamery Bridge.
Epido and you got lots of quartz.
Yes, I did get a ton of quartz that I'm going to be bringing home, and I got a ton of Vermont
It's
jade
hard to
too.
tell. There's mica on everything.
Yeah, well, that's really not. Sorry, you guys can't really see me. It's dark in here, but and here's my glasses. Um,
This is
here,
the only way your glasses reflection
here's
works.
what happened. We wake up yesterday. I was in a daze from the time I woke up. I knew we were going crystal hunting. I get out in the woods and I'm kind of in la la land. I'm in my own little world, barely listening to what my friend Stacy, who's sleeping right now, and or Amy is talking about. I'm kind of in my own little world, just listening to my intuition, and that was pretty much how it went. We went to some really beautiful waterfalls, as I put the thumbnail. I was in heaven back there. And we leave there and we go to my friend Amy's house, or my friend Amy that's here.
We visited our friend.
Well, it's your friend.
Yeah.
But we went to her friend's house, and as soon as we drove onto the property, I started getting nervous. And I didn't, she can verify everything I'm saying. I didn't get out of the truck right away. I was sitting there and I popped a cigarette in my mouth because I started getting nervous. And this house, kind of made me nervous a little bit just looking at it. I felt like I was being watched even from in the truck, like I shouldn't go in. And um, but Stacy and Amy were in talking to her friend, and her friend's a sweetheart. I don't have a problem with any of that. It's just there was something weird about the house and the property, and I didn't say a whole lot about it when we were there. She had a dog that would pretty much followed me the whole time. Beautiful dog. God, that dog's so cute.
I know, puppies. She's gonna have puppies.
And she's adorable. And like she just kept on giving me those puppy dog eyes and followed me everywhere that I went. And I went and I pretty much was to myself.
We had lunch. We ate
Hi,
on the
Dojo
porch
Dude.
because there's a good porch.
Yeah, we had lunch at her friend's house. And I didn't even take notice to the state her friend was in. I know that the universe closed up everything. Um, but I was getting downloads as I was sitting on the porch, and it's why I kind of just kept to myself. And I didn't say what I was feeling at the time.
Well, I wanna just add that we did talk a little bit about some of the similarities between social problems in our area as well as the ones that you experience in Pennsylvania regarding substance abuse
Mm-hmm.
and fentanyl and heroin.
Mm-hmm. Well, you were saying about the people who lived across the street.
Which have been a huge issue for her
Her,
living there.
yeah, for her friend that lives in this particular house.
Like people dying of overdoses, being staged as suicides, houses burning down, traffic, lots of drug traffic. And that in itself,
That creates a lot of open doors for demonic issues coming into a house. And that's pretty much what I channeled last night when I was talking to her when we were sitting out here alone. And I wanted this verified while I'm still here. I wanted to do a live. Yeah, we're in the dark. I'm up in Vermont, Jess. I came up to visit Amy and collect some crystals. So I found some crystals yesterday, and I'm talking about what had happened a channeling that I got where I was at a house. We It was one of her friends' houses, and how old, you said this house is from back in the Revolutionary War time, correct?
The whole area about 150 years ago had 10 times as many people because of the logging industry and just the product development in the area. There was a bobbin and spool factory that employed a lot of children, but there was 10 times as many people 150 years ago, so there are still a lot of old farmhouses just in the area.
That house was like a Victorian, had a
Yeah, it's
beautiful,
it's
it's a
over
beautiful,
1880. It's a little older than 1880.
yeah, it's a beautiful wraparound porch. And
It hasn't been fixed. That's what we like about it. Is none of the old stuff has been redone.
well, and I was just sitting there. I barely said anything. Well, first off, I got out of the truck. I closed up all of my shit, put started spinning my bands of protection because I felt like I was being watched from inside the house upstairs down on me, and I was just freaked out to even walk in there. And when I walked in there, I went and stood by Amy and my friend Stace, and the whole time I was there, I didn't even realize your friend was,
She'd been drinking and
and
she
I
was
didn't even,
just sort of getting out of it.
yeah, and I didn't even realize it. Like, that was like the last thing on my mind. I pretty much had just stepped into myself, and I knew that there was something really wrong with the house. Well, after I had ate my lunch, I went into the bathroom, and um, I used the restroom because we were going to go to the next spot and look for the jade up on her family's property. And um, I was in the bathroom and I started feeling really dizzy, and I started feeling just really like I shouldn't, like I wanted to run out of there. I shouldn't be there. As soon as I stepped out onto the front porch, though, I felt fine. It was just inside that house. There's such a vortex in there. And then last night, when I get back here, I start channeling to her everything that the universe was downloading in me as we were sitting there. That And she had verified everything that I'd said, because what happened?
It wasn't the first time somebody had said that.
Mm-hmm.
But my what I was saying was like the area itself has just a lot of really negative energy. And when Stacy got up, because we were talking, Stacy had gone to bed, she got up and she said it might be bigger than the house.
Yeah.
And I agreed
Mm-hmm.
because of just
Well,
being
you
from
thought it was
here.
between her and
And
her
her,
mom.
and yeah, her mom lives down the road, but across the street is just awful. Just terrible, terrible things happen.
Tell them what she found on the property.
So Calla moved in, and there was a lot of stuff left from the family, but it's really not. That's not very odd because
Didn't you
we
say
all
she
grew
dug
up
that up?
together. We all grew up together, and we knew the family. We grew up with the guy who's the oldest son there, and so it it's not odd that she moved in. Her mom lives down the road,
Mm-hmm.
but there was so much stuff left from the family that she's been clearing stuff out. She's lived there 10 years and she's still clearing stuff out. She was in a garden and she dug up a cauldron, and she one day when I was over there, not yesterday, but one day when I was there, I noticed it and I was like, what the hell is that? You got to get rid of it. And she was just like, we dug it up, like we were cleaning and we dug it up, and I was like, that thing is bad, get rid of it, get rid of it. And she did. But just just having that on your property and it having been buried,
Yeah,
it
there's definitely something weird about
and
that.
it could be just super old, like not even our friend's family had anything to
Mm-hmm.
do with it. It
I
could
don't think so. I think that it was there way before she moved in.
but
Um,
way before they moved in
oh
even.
yeah, I'd say,
Yeah, I would agree to that. I don't.
yeah. I mean, if it's a culture, it was old.
It was old.
Dude, I've already found on my property that when I lived out in Middleburg, we've already found broken clay from like pottery, like Indian pottery on
Yeah.
that land. It was bizarre. So either way, we get back here last night and we were chit chatting, and I just started channeling all this shit that that house has a demonic force in it. It has some uh, earthbound spirits that were there, and some of them are good, some of them are stuck. But there's a demonic force that's there, and um, I don't even know this girl. Amy, how long have I known you? Seriously, when was the first?
We started talking about a year ago, but we're not in contact a whole lot. We just have the same interests.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know anything about this area, do I?
Oh, well, other than the few times you visited the other side of the mountain, you hadn't
Newport.
been over to this side.
No. Do I know
No.
you from a now? Do I
No.
know your friend?
Not at all.
So yeah, there you go. I can usually tell when a house is messed up when I walk in it, and the fact that it was confirmed, spirits good or bad everywhere. Yeah, well, when it's a demon that can hurt a human soul,
Or stuck in the mountains.
yeah, it's stuck on the land, and um, I'm pretty sure it's more of a principality. Where's
Do I have to go turn the light on?
you can if you want.
For in bed with.
We're just sitting here.
I know.
Well, dude, I'm telling you, Dustwalker, that's what I've been saying. Like the universe has been showing me all this stuff, and I know which way hi, and I know which way I'm supposed to be walking. Yeah, it's bright, dude.
I know. We were good.
And there's Amy.
Look, see, I didn't want to show everybody.
You don't.
I was thinking about sleeping. Thinking about it.
But yeah, Dustwalker, we had decided that it's not good to do anything with the house at this
we
point.
don't have consent,
We would need her consent.
and I don't think it's just her.
It's no, it's not. It's plus she has a way open door. She drinks a lot. So it's one of those things where it's like you can't I would refuse to do it anyway because of the fact she has that open door. I wouldn't want something worse to come in and mess with her too. So we all know how this goes. That's why a lot of times I won't do energy clearings with people. I can't do it because I'm not going to leave somebody in a worse state. Right, Amy? And it's funny because it wasn't just me that said this. Stacy said the same doggone thing. She's like, oh, you probably won't want to do a clearing anyway until she's ready to give up the vice that she, kind of a crutch that she's been using to get through shit. And I don't blame her. Oh my gosh. Yeah, my hair's kind of curly again today. So much for the straightening part. But it is what it is. I want to sit this somewhere, dude.
I know. Oh my
Well,
God.
okay.
Wait a minute.
Well, Amy, then confirmed, like I said last night, who was you said it was a yoga.
Yeah, we had her mom had some heart issues, and we had a friend of ours who is a cardiac nurse. She agreed
This
to
is
work with her.
poltergeist. This is a demon.
She agreed to work with her, and she said the same thing about her mom's place, which was for 55, I don't know, like half a mile away.
There ain't nothing that's going to make me personally go, I didn't even realize, like, the universe closes up my energy field. And you can ask her. I didn't smoke nothing. I was just in a zone. I couldn't even.
No, I had
And I
to end
felt
it and
bad.
get you out of there. I had to be like, okay, we're leaving.
I think you picked up on that.
Well, I mean,
Well, and it wasn't anything that had anything even. It was just the atmosphere. Like I felt like we were being watched, but I didn't say anything, and I was very, very quiet about the whole ordeal because I had to process. Yep, the fog. I went into sort of my own little trance, and I just barely said anything. I let them guys all talk, and I just observed what I was sensing, what I was feeling, because I felt that so many times before. You were saying about the yoga.
Well, just, I mean, I can't really, it's not, I don't have the story to tell for myself. It's not me that
She,
experienced it. It was just hearsay, and it was something that, you know, I mean,
but she
what do you
was
do when you have an experience where you think that there's an evil spirit that is blocking somebody from being happy or enjoying their life? I don't know. I mean, especially when they're not connected to any Christian
now.
or.
Was it you that did your friend tell you that there was a demon in the house, or was it somebody
No,
else?
it was the woman who they had asked to help her mother through her cardiac problems. So she was going in as a cardiac nurse and practicing yoga with her.
Okay.
But she had said that she felt that the house had a demon. And it's right down the road from her house, which is across the street from a place that has been a known meth lab, and that people we know have died there.
Not to mention the previous people who lived in that house took off. They just left their shit there and out. Like they pretty much
It's been 10 years of cleaning up stuff.
they left everything and took the hell off.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not allowed to deal with it. She has to shit. I've seen stuff in Danville, Vermont before. Old farmhouse, big tall silhouette.
Go from the bathroom
Well,
to
where's
the
Danville,
son's room.
Vermont?
That's it's
That
south.
oh
It's
yeah,
south of here. We're
we're
on the border.
we're
We
on the
can walk to
border.
Canada.
We're on the border of Canada, so we're at the very tippy top. And it's weird because I'm actually on the western part of Vermont. I used to always go up to the eastern part of Vermont with the ex-narc. Seems, yeah. Well, we didn't go back to see her friend or anything today, but
I'll
I
go. I mean,
I do want you
I'm
to
good
talk to
friends with
her.
her. She's always traveled with me. We've lived together in the
She's
past.
been a very good friend to her. Um,
Yep. So
but
I'll see her again,
but please make
again,
sure that you know at least say something that I picked up on it too. Uh,
yep. I mean, I can definitely try.
yeah,
Again, I don't want to put them in a place where they're now in fear.
yeah, you definitely don't want the fear. Yeah,
Yep.
maybe if she says anything else to you, if activity ramps up, because that happens sometimes when I go into these houses. Sometimes the activity will start to ramp up. Then, if you hear anything or she says something weird, other weird things, let me know. Okay.
Yeah. What are you gonna do with all your jade?
Um, a lot of it I'm gonna crush up and make jewelry out of it. So that's what I'm gonna be doing with a lot of, and I got a lot. Oh my god.
I
I think
tried to
she's
tell you I have so much. Like, it's great.
and
And every time I go, I get stuff that doesn't look like anything I've gotten before.
mm-hmm. Yeah, when I get home I'll show you all the stuff. It's just today was kind of a weird day too.
Well, it's trying to squeeze in too much in a short period of time. It's all new. Everything's new. New
Yeah,
and new and new.
and I kind of just wanted to relax, but then there were some other things we had to leave, and then things happened, and then I was like, I just want to go back and lay down. I got a headache, so you know
And
me with
tomorrow
my headaches.
traveling, so
And tomorrow we'll be driving from morning till evening. Thank you for having us.
it's been great.
Yeah,
Like I
you
like
got to
I
meet
said,
me. You got to meet my friends too.
this
She's pretty
whole
much the only person I talk
isolation,
to.
the isolation, and at this time is really toxic. Like, you have to really be brave and still do things that are human.
Yeah.
Force bathing.
And then, like, I was having problems with making my payment through my cell phones. I didn't have cell phone service for some of it, and I couldn't figure out what was going on with that. There was so much shit that happened in the short amount of 48 hours. Not to mention, Mars went retrograde on the 9th, and then Jupiter went direct today. So there was a few days, the whole time that we were traveling, came up here. We had 6 planets in retrograde, now there's 5 again. Jupiter, the biggie, did come out, and then Saturn will be going direct on the 28th. However, Mars is now in retrograde, hence fires, hence anarchy and crazy people actually exposing themselves. Yeah. Welcome to Mars retrograde. In Aries. Hello. People can't hide their true self. Um, and if you've been diligent in doing your work, oh, one other thing. Be very, very careful with what you guys are focusing on. Because the next 2 weeks, if you guys are triggered or want to send somebody something nasty, um, I wouldn't suggest doing that. Just zip it. Try and stay positive. Even though that's not easy sometimes, is it?
You gotta get it out.
Yeah.
Get it out.
Well, we do, but we can't focus. We got to get it out, release it, and not focus on it anymore. Because when you focus on it, it's what you're basically manifesting what you focus on at this point. So, who wants to remanifest something that we don't want? She called me on it today.
We're tired though. It's a lot to meet new people when your boundaries are like, you know.
Yeah. But it's one of those things where watch what you're focusing on, because Saturn is going to reward in kind in the next 2 weeks. What you do now, and Maja Astrology actually had said this, and it resonated so much with me. What you're doing right now, try and be as caring.
Maja, do you hear that? Meow.
If you need to get it out, write it down and burn it. Don't send it to that person. Wait 2 weeks, at least till Saturn goes direct, to have any conversations that could be heated. Okay? Just heed the warning. Blue Flame gave you another clue. Don't do anything out of rash harshness for at least the next 2 weeks. Even then, don't. Just try and keep your emotions under control the best that you can. Absolutely. If you have to get it out, write it down. If you want to freaking in your mind write an email, do it. Just don't send it, please. I don't want to see anybody get bad karma. I don't want bad karma. None of us wants bad karma. We want to move in a positive. Sorry. My gifts have enhanced. Your guys's are probably seeing an uptick in your guys's intuition. Yeah. If you guys feel stuff, take it to the universe and ask. Either way, I'm going to let you guys go. I wanted just to do this real quick because I don't have the best service up here either. So I wanted it documented that it happened again. Crazy. It happened again. So yes, please keep me posted on what happens with your friend. Either way, I love you guys. Take care. Peacing out from Vermont. Northern Vermont. Franklin, Vermont.
Franklin.
Yep. Near the Canadian border. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow. When I get home tomorrow night. Okay? Have a good one. Bye.